Welcome back everyone, and in this video we're going to discuss NIO and why this company may continue to hit record highs and we may see the share price grow to $70, $80, or $90 plus over the next few months. So NIO just held their Investor Day presentation, which they call NIO Day. This was the fourth annual event where they unveil all their newest products and services and their plans for future expansion. And NIO absolutely killed it and unveiled great products that I think are going to send the share price even higher than where it sits today. They unveiled a new sedan, new battery swap stations, and their new upgrades to their autonomous driving system, and also announced major partnerships with a huge American-based tech company. So I think NIO as a whole did a great job with their NIO Day presentation. I think it brought a lot of confidence from investors into the business, and I think the share price at around $60 at this current level is going to be a low point moving forward. I think as a whole, NIO may continue to grow. And what we're going to do in today's video is go over all the new things that NIO just came out with from this Investor Day presentation. I'm going to give you my opinion on the new upgrades, the new vehicles, and how I believe it's going to help the company over the long term. And I'm actually going to give you a price target on where I believe we will see NIO stock over the short term and over a longer term perspective as well. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that like button and subscribe. I am the Gen Z Investor, and every single day we talk about the stock market, going over different stocks you can buy and sell, and discussing any major stock market news or headlines. So please hit the like button and subscribe for daily videos. So now if we take a look at NIO, over the past 1 year, the company has already grown 1,638%. You could have bought one share of NIO stock 1 year ago for less than $4, and the company currently sits at around that $59 price point. Their current market cap for this business is at $92 billion, and I do think as a whole over the next few years, NIO will be bigger and badder than where they are today. I own a very tiny position into this company. I currently only own 4 shares in my high risk portfolio. There is still a ton of speculation regarding NIO, but if they can continue and actually achieve what they're set out to do, it will be a main player in the Chinese EV space, and through future expansion into Europe, it might be a national player in the world of EVs. So of course, this small portfolio is nowhere near the size of my main portfolio, but because I'm still a little bit speculative on NIO as a whole for the entire company and the EV space, I do hold it in my smaller high risk portfolio. But along with that, I'm actually bullish on NIO at this current level, and I may buy more of this stock. Even though it's trading at all-time highs, the new products they just unveiled in their presentation, I think are going to set the company even higher than where they are today. So the first thing we're going to have to discuss is their new ET7 sedan. So before this new sedan was unveiled, NIO was only selling SUV type vehicles on the market. And now the new ET7 sedan will allow NIO to compete and face off against all the competition in the EV market. If we go over some designs of the car, it will have a nice all glass roof for very nice panoramic views, a nice sleek and modern design, and very traditional looking EV vehicle. So as a whole, this will be a very nice performance vehicle and can go 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. And one thing that's very impressive is that this car will have very long range. With the newest 150 battery pack that NIO just unveiled during Investor Day presentation as well, this range will increase to over 1,000 kilometers, which is absolutely incredible. And right now, with their lowest powered battery, the 70 kilowatt hour, this car will still have over 500 kilometers of range, which is absolutely incredible in the EV space. And this new ET7 sedan, it is a nice, sleek, modern addition to their vehicles. It's not even the only thing they unveiled during this presentation. We also got their new 150 solid state battery, which is really going to take the company to a whole new level. Not many other vehicles on the market will have the range that NIO vehicles will have with this new solid state battery. So as right now, NIO is very well positioned in the battery space because of their battery as a swap service. So if you want to purchase a NIO car, you don't even have to buy a battery. You can purchase the car for $10,000 US less than the purchase price without a battery and just pay a small monthly fee to rent and get free power charges and power swaps for your battery each and every month. NIO has over 300 patents for this design, and what they can do is now build a solid state 150 kilowatt hour battery that will increase the range in their existing vehicles to around 850 to 910 kilometers in their existing vehicles. And the new ET7 sedan with this 150 kilowatt solid state battery will have over 1,000 kilometers of range. And the battery is expected in Q4 of 2022. So not a lot of people right now and not a lot of companies can produce this type of battery. NIO has over 300 patents for this technology, and as a whole, this new range is really what's going to drive customers away from the competitors and into a NIO vehicle. Range anxiety is huge, and that's what really stops people from getting into an EV vehicle. But the fact that this new 100 kilowatt solid state battery will provide over 900 to 1,000 kilometers of range for NIO's existing and new sedan, I think is going to set the company much farther away than their competitors. And that's not all. They also unveiled their new Swap Station 2.0. So as a whole, NIO is changing the game because of these battery swap stations. So of course you can pay the monthly fee to use these stations, and what they do is that they will take out your existing battery of your vehicle and swap it with a fully charged battery in under 3 minutes. That is the huge point of difference that will take NIO to the next level, and why this company may be able to trade at a $200-300 billion market cap over the next few years. So if we take a look at NIO and this swap station, they have over 1,200 patents used to get this battery swap station designed, and this is the new 2.0 version. It can hold over 13 batteries and do over 312 swaps per day. And by the end of 2021, they expect to have over 500 battery swaps available for use within China. So essentially what happens is that a NIO vehicle pulls into this battery swap station, the station automatically takes out the existing battery and replaces it with a fully charged battery, and you can drive off in under 3 minutes. And they're approaching that 3-minute timeline, which is actually quicker at some points than filling up a traditional vehicle at a gas station. And the fact that this new modular design can be produced at scale for the battery swap stations and will actually be built and designed and take up less space than 3 parking spaces. So right now, the fact that the footprint for this new modular station will take up only 3 parking spaces is incredible. They're small, easy to be built in a lot of places, and they don't require a ton of space to be set up. So I think NIO's new battery swap stations and the fact that they're expanding to over 500 in the country over this year is another very strong part of the bull perspective of NIO stock and why they're expected to grow over the next few years. So NIO Day was huge. We already took a look at the new sedan, the new 150 kilowatt solid state battery that will provide insane range for their vehicles, and we already took a look at the new battery swap stations. Those 3 alone would have already been a great presentation from NIO. But that's not it. The company also announced a new partnership with Nvidia. And I think this is going to help the company reach a whole new set of investors with a ton of capital. And a ton of American investors right now don't touch Chinese stock because they're worried about those companies. But NIO's new partnership with Nvidia, I believe, is going to bring a ton of confidence to potential investors who think they might have missed out with Tesla and want to get the next best thing. NIO is considered the next Tesla. That's how people like to describe it. It currently trades at a $90 billion market cap, so about 1/10 of Tesla's size. And they think if NIO can continue to grow, it may at one point reach where Tesla is today and see another 5-10x growth over the next few years. And I think this new partnership with Nvidia really opens up a ton of American investors being more confident in NIO and the future of the business. The fact that one of the largest American-based tech companies like Nvidia with a $328 billion market cap felt it was comfortable enough to partner up with NIO does provide a ton of confidence, not only for myself, but I'm sure for a ton of other investors looking to get in to a Chinese EV play. And essentially what's going to happen between these 2 companies is that NIO is going to integrate Nvidia's processors into their vehicles to help speed up the autonomous driving. And this new chip, Nvidia's Orin, is the world's highest performance AV and robotics processor. This scalable supercomputer on a chip delivers an unprecedented 254 trillions of operations per second. This new processor, supposedly the fastest and highest performance in the world, will only set NIO vehicles apart from their competition. It's going to go in their new flagship ET7 sedan and provide terrific performance and only help with the development, the growth, and the expansion of NIO's automatic driving service. And that is another thing that they discussed at their Investor Day presentation. NIO gave some updates on the future of the autonomous driving platform, the new upgrades on the specs, and the new system they're going to use to integrate and grow the system. And as a whole, as it gets smarter, I think fully autonomous vehicles are going to be a new part of our life from companies like NIO and Tesla over the next 5 years. And of course, you can purchase NIO automatic driving for only $105 per month. And that's something I really like about NIO, is that instead of just collecting all the fees up front when you purchase a vehicle, a lot of their services have subscription-based models which bring in recurring revenue for the business. Unlike some competitors where you pay upfront for these services, NIO allows consumers to actually choose when to add or drop these services, but also provides the company with consistent cash flow. Instead of just getting a ton of capital upfront during the vehicle purchase, NIO allows subscription-based models for not only their battery swap service, but other features as well, like the autonomous driving features, which really will bring in consistent and predictable income to the business over a longer term span. So as we saw with NIO, I believe their Investor Day presentation was huge. I think they did a great job. I liked everything they unveiled, and I really do think that over the next few years, NIO is going to be a bigger company than where they are today. Over the short term, I'm looking forward to see how investors react and if we see another rapid surge in the share price or a decline over the next few days. But if we see any red in NIO stock, I'm really thinking about buying more. Although people think it's run up too far, too fast, I don't believe that. How I evaluate a company like this, who does not trade with regard to traditional valuations or metrics in any way, you have to think, is the company going to be bigger over the next 3 to 5 years than where they are today? And does the market allow them to grow at such a rate? And I absolutely do believe that NIO over the next 3 to 5 years, in my personal opinion, will be a bigger company than their current level. They currently sit at a $92 billion market cap, which is around 1/10 or maybe 2/10 of where Tesla is right now, as they sit at over $800+ billion themselves. So I don't think NIO is going to actually reach Tesla's level just yet or anytime soon, because Tesla is an electronic vehicle beast and they do so much more than just sell cars. But I think NIO is going to be a main player. China is the fastest growing EV market. They're a huge market as a whole. And I think NIO is going to dominate within their native country. And they have plans to expand into some European countries over the next 12 to 24 months. So I think everything that NIO is doing right now, if they can achieve these new massive batteries, that huge range number, I think is going to really drive customers to their business as the autonomous driving continues to develop. I think NIO just as a whole is being a well-rounded electric vehicle company, and they're proving they can do more than just sell cars. Their battery technology is growing. We looked at over 1,500 patents in total with the combination of the battery swap stations and the new actual physical battery, that they have a ton of patents protecting their technology over the next few decades. And I think as a whole, NIO can be a main player. With regard to the share price and a price prediction for the company, of course, this is my pure opinion on the stock. No one can actually predict future price growth, but if I were to make a guess on where we think the company will be, taking a look at their past performance, I would not be surprised that throughout 2020, NIO climbs an extra 50 to 100%, and we actually see the shares hit a $90 to $100+ price point over the next 6 to 12 months. If we take a look right now, the company currently trades at a $92 billion market cap. So if the company were to double, that would mean a $180 billion market cap for this business, and still that'd only be around 20 to 25% of where Tesla is today. So of course, I don't think NIO is going to be the next Tesla over the next few years. I think Tesla is a mile ahead of where NIO is, but I think this EV player is still going to be a main part of the Chinese EV space, and I think we will see this company go even higher than where they are today, and I do not think the company is actually going away anytime soon. Before, NIO, of course, did face some scrutiny, was on the verge of bankruptcy, but I think they've completely turned the business around. I think sales and delivery numbers are only going to increase, and as a whole, I think NIO over the next few years is going to be bigger and badder than where they are today. So that was my little discussion on NIO, their Investor Day presentation. Thank you for watching. I am the Gen Z Investor, and see you in tomorrow's video.